Hello, cool artisans. My name is Shonda, and welcome to my channel Under the Needle. So I'm here with another unboxing. I've gotten Mrs. Quilty. Now this is a new to me box. I don't know how long it's been around. I will put a link to it in the description as long as the price, as well as the pricing information. I feel like it's like $29.95 plus tax and shipping or somewhere like that. So it's a reasonably priced box. Now, I don't know if you guys saw my unboxing for the one I got last month, but the one I got last month, I got a ton of fabric in there. There was like 16 fat quarters in there, but there were duplicates, so it was like 2 of each. So there were 8 individual fabrics and 2 of each fabric for a total of 16 fat quarters, which I felt was a lot of fabric for the price of this box. Now, also though, what I didn't like about it was all of the blocks were made from templates. And so I was going to, like, my intention at first was to to see if I could make it like without the templates. And I didn't even have to do that because the math just worked out. But they were using templates to make half square triangles, which I thought was a weakness of the box. So we're going to open this one and see what we've got. And if it's still all templates, I'm probably going to cancel my third box. What I'm doing, for those of you who don't know, is that I'm trying out some new subscriptions, just doing 3 months. 3 months just to see what they get, see what they put in the box. One of the ones that I did was the Stash Buster subscription box by Hummingbird Quilt Fabrics. I did actually like that one. I was not impressed with the first box, but each successive box got better, and I cut that box some slack because the first box that I got was her first box ever, right? And so you expect some hiccups and kinks on the very first box. But the second box was way better than the first, and the third box was better than the second. So who knows? I might come back to that if it's still around in the future. But one cool thing about that box was that you didn't get any fabric. It's literally just projects to use your existing stash. I love the concept of that box. I did my 3 months, so I did cancel. And this box here, this will be my second month, as I said. So I'm going to open it up and see what we got. Man, this is what our box looks like. Okay. There's still a lot of fabric in here, guys. Okay. There's not a whole lot to unbox, so I'm just gonna flip the camera and show you guys everything here because there's really not a lot to unbox. Okay, so this is what we've got. So again, we have 16 fat quarters. So we have 8 and 8. So just show you guys these. Actually like this bundle a little better than the last one. Right, these are our 8 fat quarters, and we have a second set, so we have a total of 16 fat quarters. And this is in the box. It looks like it's some type of pin or something. Let's see. So this fabric collection is called the Graceful Serenity Collection. These are quilt fixing clips. These clips are extraordinary, just like your creations, designed to make your quilting and sewing experiences smoother. These durable plastic clips are functional as they are beautiful, with their serene colors mirroring our Graceful Serenity collection. We included them to ensure your fabric layers stay perfectly aligned, eliminating any unexpected shifts or bunching. Okay. I'm still not quite sure how to use them, so maybe that'll be further down. So in this book, the last book had some pretty useful information. This one does as well. So there's a page here that shows you all the fabrics that you're getting and the surprise for the month. And here we have some information about batting and finding the right type of batting. And then they talk about the different kinds of batting. Here we're talking about thread and color selection for thread and just various tips about drying your fabric or drying your quilts. So there are two projects here. We have the Heart Block and we have the Blue Lemoyne Star Cushion. So project of the month is the Heart Block, which is this right here. And it actually gives you cutting instructions. You're cutting squares and rectangles. So that's good. And it looks like we are using some traditional... Okay. All right, I lied. There are some cutout templates, so so it actually recommends that you use these templates to cut the squares. And I just don't know why you would do that. I don't know why you just wouldn't cut squares. Then we have a Lemoyne Star pin cushion. And let's see if there are templates. And again we have templates for that. I just don't know why you would need a template to cut out a square. That baffles me. I think that if this box showed you how to rotary cut, because I'm guessing this is for a new quilter, right? And so, but I would think that it would be better to show a new quilter how to use their rotary cutter to cut squares and triangles and make half square triangles. But hold on, because it looks like we're making half square triangles. So how are they having us make these half square triangles? Okay. Okay, so all right, so I just want to make sure I'm understanding this, because it seems like they're having you to make the half square triangle. You are putting two fabrics together, drawing a line from corner to corner, sewing on the line, and then cutting a 1/4 inch away from that line. So it's not even showing you how to make the two method. Okay, this is a really inefficient use of fabric, right? That's a lot of waste. No, okay, trim away the leaving a 1/4 inch seam allowance on each side. Hold on. I need to make sure I'm reading this right. Okay, yeah, that's exactly what it's saying to do. Yeah, I actually can't recommend this box for a newbie. It seems like that's who it's designed for, but I can't recommend that because that is a large amount of fabric waste. If you are making your half square triangles, at first I thought it was going to have you make a square or cut a square, cut that square in half, and then sew two halves together. That's what I thought it was going to do. But no, it has you take two squares, put them together, draw a diagonal from corner to corner, sew on that line, and then cut a 1/4 inch away from that line. And the rest of that would be waste. Why would you do that when you could either do it that way where you have two squares and you cut them into triangles and sew your triangles together, or you would do the two at a time method, right? Where you draw the diagonal line, but you would sew a 1/4 inch on both sides of that line. So so in box one, so everything is templates, and I just don't feel like this really teaches you how to actually quilt, like to be able to make something on your own. Like a half square triangle is like one of the easiest quilting units on, like it's a core quilting unit. It is core to being a quilter, that block. So I just don't know why you would teach someone to make one in the most inefficient way possible, with the most fabric waste possible. Yeah. So I still don't understand these. Okay, so you click, okay. So I guess you could use these for, I don't know if this is what it's meant for, but like when you're sewing your blocks to, like when you have all your blocks made and you want to put them all together in one row, I guess you could use this, or just if you want to keep your pieces together. But my thing here is that I don't know if you guys can see, but this is very, very thick. This is going to leave a large hole in your fabric. I would just rather stick with my pins. Like, see the difference here between these two pins? Like, and this isn't even like the most, like, it's not even the thinnest pin that I own. Like, this is like probably one of the thicker pins that I own, and there is just a drastic difference in the size of these. I don't know that I would want to use this I don't know that I would want to poke this through my fabric. It's so large. But that being said, I'm sure I could find another use for these. I mean, they're cute. They're really cute. And we have 4 colors. We have a white, a pink, a blue, and a gray. I would probably find a way to use these around my house for various things to keep things together. I don't see myself poking this through my fabric. Let me get a scrap here and see. And these do have like a little button on the side that you push, which makes the pin release. Well, let's see here. Here's a scrap. Yeah, that's just large. Like, there's like a noticeable hole in the fabric. Like, I don't know if you guys can see that. Probably not. It's too small and won't focus. No, you're not going to be able to see that. But I can see the hole. I can visually see the hole left by that pin. So I would not use this for its intended purpose, but they are really cute, and I can see finding a use for them in my home. I just would not want to use this on my quilt fabric. I mean, unless you're going to put it in the 1/4 inch, so right in that upper left-hand corner. But usually when I'm putting my stuff together, I don't have them quite lined up like that. So when I'm stacking up my blocks to sew into rows, they're not like perfectly lined up where I could get this through the 1/4 inch of all of them. Or maybe I could just do one at a time. I don't know. I wouldn't put this through my fabric. Now for the 16 fat quarters, it's worth the price of the box. Okay, it's worth the price of the box just for the fabric and these little puppies. These little puppies. So so if you, but I can't recommend it to a new quilter that's learning to quilt unless you're going to use this fabric to do other projects from someone else and not the projects in this book. That's the only way I could recommend this to a new quilter. If you need to build up your stash and for the price, you can just get 16 fat quarters, because 16 fat quarters would cost you like $3 a fat quarter. So that $48. And this box is not $48. So, and it, cute little organza bag. I don't know, guys. I don't. I think I'm going to do one more month just for the fabric. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do one more month just for the fabric, see what kind of fabric we get. But I feel like it's all going to be template based, right? Because there's just no other reason to think anything different. But yeah, I don't know what you guys think about this. You guys let me know what you think about it. But for me, this would not be a box for me. This is a box for someone who is either already familiar with quilting and needs to build their stash, or it's for someone who is new to quilting but is not going to follow any of the projects in this book. Okay? Because, yeah. Now, if you're an experienced quilter, then you can look at the block, you can look at the unit and be like, okay, no, I'm gonna make it like this. Okay, I'm gonna make that like that. All right, I'm gonna make this like that. So if you're an experienced quilter who wants to build your stash, great. If you're a new quilter who wants to build their stash and is going to just use the fabric to follow someone else's instructions, okay. But if you are a new quilter and you want projects to do as a new quilter, I just can't recommend this, because I feel like it's going to limit you as a quilter because of the templates, everything being template based. So that is my opinion. That's just my opinion. You guys know I'm gonna be honest. I'm always going to be honest, and that is my honest opinion. As to the quality of this fabric, does it feel like art gallery? No. But it feels like most Moda Riley Blake that I would get. It feels like that. I don't notice a big difference. Let's see the weave here. I mean, it looks pretty good to me, but, I buy fabric at Joann's sometimes, too. So I got plenty of fabric from Joann's. For me, it doesn't have to come from a quilt shop. Now, if I can get a quilt shop quality, if I can get my fabric from the quilt shop and pay Walmart prices or Joann prices, that's what I'm going to do, and that's usually what I do. I buy quilt shop quality fabric at, like, discount store prices because I buy stuff that's older. I buy older lines. I don't buy the stuff that just came out, and that saves me a ton of money. But I don't know. I think I'm going to go ahead and cancel the next box because I don't need more fabric, and I'm going to have a little haul coming up because I bought myself some fabric for my birthday. I gifted myself some purchases. So I'll be sharing that when the last delivery comes. My last delivery was from Keepsake Quilting, and it just shipped out, I believe, today. Yeah, it shipped out today. So it could be here by Friday or Saturday, but it could also be the following Monday. So when that comes in, I'll do a little birthday haul. But I think I'm going to cancel my third subscription of this box. I don't think I need to see any more. I don't need more fabric. And I can't really use the projects in here as they're written. I would have to rewrite them. So yeah, that's it for me. And I will see you guys next video.